weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And some space here. Zay Jones, touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. From the 22, Herbert. And he fumbled
it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And picked up by the Chargers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Herbert now. And this will be caught in the end zone for Chargers touchdown. Donald Parrott, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 41, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. And right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Play action. It's Herbert. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being...
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like...
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does look clear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
From the 30 on second down, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week to try and take away the run game.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Eckler, they run left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16.
Yeah, they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. Draw play.
And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
You know when I could tell this is going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lose 2 on that last play, so
doing pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means it really